Hi everybody, it's Mark Shelshear. This is the Mark Art Show coming to you from the Shelshear Project in Brisbane, Australia. Yesterday I talked about making lists, making daily lists and then ticking them off and seeing you accomplish things during the day. Today I want to talk about organizing our time. Now we must have daily lists and I believe in them, as I keep saying, and daily lists should really have the important hard things to be done first, working our way down to the easy things. And daily lists are important, just like having long-term goals are important, and they must be written down and ticked off as we accomplish these things. Now, as artists and having an art business, we must organize our time correctly so we prioritize the three most important things in our art business. And the three most important things in our art business is number one, creating new art. Obviously we ought to do that and we should have time set aside for the creation of new art every day. Next thing, we should have some time set aside for selling. Now selling is important. Without sales we have no money and therefore we have no business. So we must put time aside every day to concentrate on selling our work, be it through social media or be it through galleries or shows or competitions or whatever you are part of. Time set aside particularly just to concentrate on selling. And the third thing we must be putting time into, and that is organizing our business. So we have basic business. That's what we look at. I'm not trying to make artists into business people, but I think artists need to have a business idea, an attitude, and how to run a business. And what I mean by that is putting time into record keeping records of what you buy, the things that you purchase, so you know where you are with your finances. Records are important. Also keeping records of sales, having sales receipts, sending people receipts so that at the end of the year you can work out how much money you made with your sales. Now these are things that a lot of artists don't even think to do. You must keep records. So when you go out and buy paint or buy canvases, you must write them down in a book so you have a record, the date you bought them, what you bought, and how much you paid for them. The next thing is that sales receipts. You must give out sales receipts. Well, if you don't give out sales receipts, at least keep sales records so you know who bought them, when they bought it, and how much they paid for it, for your sake, and so that you can also follow up on the people who bought it. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with artists, I've talked about before, but I still see artists don't do it, and that is have delivery receipts / invoices. As artists, I see artists in the gallery, I see artists bring along artworks, whatever it might be, paintings, sculptures or whatever, and if nobody's in the gallery, they'll just leave them there and then ring up later and ask if they can get a consignment note, can be done for them. Now, remember this, if nobody signed for it, did it really arrive? And I'm not being silly here. I know artists who've lost product because they didn't get it signed when they put it in. Now, every time you deliver your artworks to a gallery, to a competition, to an art show, and you have to get a consignment note, make sure you have your own itemized delivery receipt / invoice, and you give it to them and you get them to go through it and have a copy and get them to sign and date the copy. I don't care how much you trust people. I don't care if you trust these people more than anyone on the planet. Get a signed delivery receipt / invoice from them. Because if you do that and someone signs for it when you deliver it and something happens to that product, you can ask for payment because you have given them an invoice. And that invoice has a price on it of how much this product is worth. Oh, artists, please. This is something artists just don't do. You can buy a delivery / invoice book from most newsagents or places that sell stationery. You can get them and use them. Itemize your things out. Don't trust people to do the right thing. And I'm not saying people are dishonest. I'm just saying be businesslike. If this is an art business, treat it like a business, act like you're in a business, and get things signed. Because as I said before, did you really deliver it? Did it really arrive? If you've got a signed receipt / invoice, yes it did. And then whether they give you a consignment note or not is not important, because you have a legal document to say you delivered the work. Please, artists, concentrate on basic business practice. That's all you have to do. I'm not saying spend 8 hours a day on it, but at least spend an hour a day making sure your records are up to date, making sure you have all your sales records and receipts made out, and making sure when you deliver your artworks to a gallery, to a show, to a competition, or wherever, you have an itemized delivery receipt / invoice that people can sign, and therefore you are safe. I'm only thinking about your long-term prosperity and what is best for you as the artist. I'm not thinking as a gallery person. I know myself, I always use receipts because I wanted to be able to get my product back if it didn't sell and if anything happened to that business. Okay, my friends, prioritize things. Those 3 things are the most important priorities that you can have as an artist: creating new work, selling your work, and your basic business that you are running. Okay, guys, you have a great day. Remember, people are hurting out there. Hugs and smiles are free. Please give them away generously, and I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Ciao.